sad about it, no sad about it.
Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist. Watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my credits are off. this magic. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Mike. 180, 190.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm scared.
0.
54, Mike. 54.
To throw, Rivers. And an alley to run. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Load it.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Rivers. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Step round 80, green 80. Left to right. Pick the edge. Go. Under 10, 10. Q. Roll.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Pushing through the contact. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Down, 180. 56 is the mark. That's right. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? Give me some.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. 49, check 49. Watch twist.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Delta!
Mike 54.
White 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Check. He's crazy. Zoom. Get it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. I'll tell you, he got away with it there, pops up okay, but got to be careful in the running game.
You certainly do, and these young quarterbacks, these rookies, I remember talking to Carson Wentz his rookie year, and he said, yeah, but when I take off and go, I kind of have a running back mentality, and I'm like, yeah, but you're a quarterback. That's what they pay you for. Have that mentality, but know at the end of the play, protect yourself.
Green 90, black 15.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Seven, our score after one.
The score time, 7-7.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check safety. Wide. Get wide.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Rivers to throw this time. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stay there. Stay there. Round 80.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Under crunch. Under crunch. Under crunch. Big ass. Big ass. Big ass.
They will run with Singletary. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Black 11.
Switch. 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 Shift. 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 Joker. 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 He's jumping.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. Here's Grant. And an Allen run. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Ball. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Who that?
From the red zone now, Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump-off. On second down now, it's Grant. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Rivers. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good. 185.
On play action, it's Carr. Open man is Trey Burton. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get the ball. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
And the Jaguar first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Mike, down. Mike,
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 4 down.
To throw again. Carr. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Now, 56. 180.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye.
56, right there, 56. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Off the play fake here, Rivers. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper.
You got it. You got it.
Brings up 3rd down.
Set 180. Black 15.
Cut. Check.
White. Alpha.
Switch it. Come on, 300.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Silver.
Tight dog.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Down. Right in. Number 53. Mike 53. Back to right.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. He's got Burton here. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Down. 180. 20. Tackle.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Antonio Callaway as the first half is winding down as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You better be ready next time.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
56.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Carr. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Carr now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go back to Grant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 24. Boom, boom. Check. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Fresno.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And a give this time to the tailback. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
No. Off. 25. Check 25. General West. Shoot.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Alert 3. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, seam 6. 5.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
36. Watch safety creep. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McSorley. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the slant. Load it. 58, come on. Hey, wahoo. Hey, watch the slant.
89.
From the gun, Rivers looking deep for Jennings. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go right back to Singletary. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Now, Mike, 56, right? 180. 56. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. Switch gears. White Monday. 180.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a give coming right is Breida. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. First carry for James Conner. He leaps over him. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's caught. Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
Right now.
First down, Jaguars.
Stop your body. Shift. Check the backer. Check nickel. Right on one. Check. 22 jet bombers.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Now, you ready? 56 is the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, 7:34. 56. Mike's 56. Here it comes. You draw quarters. Shit. Watch the shit. Later, 2. Shit. Watch the shit. Chance.
Carr. He finds Beckham complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
42, Broncos 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the edge. Room. Tighten up.
Singletary again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Orange 5-4.
On third down, Rivers. Cooper's got it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On play action, Rivers. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, orbit.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go. Save.
Red Delta!
Mike 54. I got you, Pop. 54 is Mike. 54.
Play fake, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Run 80!
To throw is Rivers. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Carr going to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 31, check 31.
Who's right, Chief? Slide down.
Slam.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete to Dorsett. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 26, check 26.
0.
Watch 50, watch 54. You run.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it.
54, watch 54. Watch QB drop.
Hey, Foxtrot.
One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Time to bring the bass back. Swear I'm going big